Hi, I'm Sally from the Uncovery Project, and this is day 4 of 7 days to a deadline, from panic to done. Today, what we're going to undo is the feelings we have around missing out. And what I mean by that is not so much fear of missing out, although that might be a component of it. It's more that with this style of brain, we often have a sense that we've missed out on the life we sort of should have had we've been more able to meet deadlines, organize ourselves, finish one project without starting another, maybe be a little more tolerant of other people, maybe just be a bit more organized and better at prioritizing, better at meeting deadlines, all of that stuff that goes with this neurotype. And so there can be this sense of frustration because you have a lot to offer and there's lots of talent and creativity, but somehow you can't quite seem to make it work for you. You can't quite seem to get the benefits from your abilities. And so that can very easily lead to feeling that somehow you should have had a different life. Now, this is also part of being human, of course, but from my experience, this kind of brain, that can be quite a obstacle, actually, because it's upsetting, it makes you angry, maybe resentful. Maybe I should say it makes me angry, resentful, and easily jealous. So none of those feelings are banned or bad or anything else, but they do get in the way of an easy life. So let's see what we can do with that. Let's undo it. So we're going to undo this sense that we should have had a different or easier life, that we should be in a better position from where we are, where we find ourselves. And that might also feed into preparing for an upcoming deadline, because there might be a underlying sense that we shouldn't really have to do this, because if things before had gone better, we wouldn't have to. Maybe you resonate with that kind of thinking. It's certainly what happens in this head here. So let's get started with let's do some undoing. Just begin by getting as comfortable as you can. And then just allow your response to what I've just said. You might be trying to figure it out. You might be agreeing with it. It might resonate with you. You might have no idea what I'm talking about. Just allowing your response, allowing yourself to respond however you do to this idea of you should have had a better life. Not just could have, should have. That you were talented enough, skilled enough to have a better life. And you haven't been able to use your talents and skills and friendliness or whatever, or programming skills, or whatever it is you have that you've just feel like you haven't been able to use or apply. And could you just allow the first layer of that just to be present here? Just to be here. There may be lots of thoughts, and I may have got very busy with that. Or there may be some waves of emotion, maybe some grief, maybe some anger, maybe some fear. And just as best you can, just allow all of that just to be here, just to be welcomed here, just as it is. And could you welcome any sense that this defines you, that it is you, that it's who you are? And your response to that right now might be, of course it is. And could that just be here? Could you allow yourself, as much as is true for you, to feel that this is just how you are, this is you, And that means it's always going to be the same. And just allow that as best you can. And then can you welcome any emotions associated with that, any sense of defeat, any sadness, or anything else that arises? And then could you welcome, allow, or just acknowledge any and all sense that you have to get that life back that you've missed out on? Welcome any sense that you have to get even with the world, or that you have to prove yourself, or any other way that you have to undo this situation, this state of feeling you've missed out on what you could have done. Maybe there's a sense of you really want to be finally seen and appreciated for who you are and the things you can do and how much effort you've put into the world. Just as I say this, I can feel how much energy there is in me. There's a lot of, it feels like there's a lot of pressure in these thoughts and feelings that are associated with this. It's very strong. And it may be like that for you, or it may just be a glimmer of something in the background, whatever it is. Could those feelings be allowed here? Could you want to get even as much as you do? And could that just be allowed? Could that be welcomed into vast, open space? Just could it? Could you allow yourself to want to really be seen, to be appreciated for what you can do and for your talents? Could you allow yourself to want that? Just want it. It's welcome here. Could you just allow yourself to want to be seen and want to be appreciated? It's just thoughts, and they're all welcome here into a vast, unrestricted space which takes the pressure off us. Could you allow yourself to be appreciated for all the efforts you've put into life? Even if the results don't really reflect the amount of work, mental engagement, enthusiasm, just the amount of effort you've put into life. Can you just allow yourself to want that to be recognized as much as you do? To want it to be appreciated? To want it to be seen? And could you just allow yourself just to want that? It's absolutely welcome here. And it just relieves the pressure just to allow that wanting. And then could you welcome any sense of defeat that this will never happen? It's a futile dream. It's never worked out before. Just allow all those thoughts that are supposed to be banned because they're negative, but we have them anyway, so you may as well welcome them. So could you just allow any sense of defeat or impossibility? It might be quite heavy. It might appear in the body as a pulling down, a sort of collapse. Or it might just be quite light, maybe a flicker of memory. But whatever it is, could you just allow all of that to be here? Could you just allow yourself to think it will never be any different? I will never be able to use my talents. It's too late. They're just thoughts. And could they just be allowed to be here? Just could they? Could you welcome, allow, acknowledge any sense that you have to do something with or about those feelings of defeat, fear, regret the heavier end of the emotional scale. Could you welcome any and all sense that you have to get that under control, you have to stop it, you have to ban it, you have to be more positive? Oh, just allow all of that to be here. And once it's allowed into the vast open space that we create by doing these processes, it starts to simply dissolve. They're just thoughts. And then again, could you allow all of the wanting to be seen, wanting to be recognized for your efforts, and even wanting to be different, or wanting your results to be different? Could you allow yourself to want that as much as you do? Just allowing yourself to want things, to want to be seen, want to use your talents, want to be recognized and acknowledged for all that you've done. And then just notice any response to allowing yourself to want that, to want things, to want what you deserve. And just allow that to be here. Maybe some waves of emotion. There may be some resistance to wanting. There may be some discomfort associated with wanting things because of, well, we can't know, but it may be because of memories in the past of not getting the things that you wanted and pain associated with that. So again, just allow yourself to want. And welcome the emotions or thoughts, pictures, concepts. Welcome everything that arises in response to just being invited, allowed to want things. And then could you just for now allow some of that wanting to fade away and allow yourself to have those things. Allow yourself to have your talents, to have your abilities, to have your skills, to have your enthusiasm. Could you just allow all of those things to be an innate part of you? Your skills, your enthusiasm, your intelligence. Could you just have those as qualities? Could they just be you? And could you allow the impact of that to settle in mind and body? Could you just allow that to be here? Your skills, talents, life force, enthusiasm, engagement with the world. Just allow it to be here. Just to be in you. And then could you just acknowledge or welcome or allow any response you have to that suggestion that these things are yours, they're just part of you. There might be doubts, there might be trying to figure it out, or it might be very comfortable for you, in which case just allow it to sink in further. There might be a sense, well, this is all right now, but what happens later? Whatever the mind and body is doing with this, it's all welcome here. It's all welcome. people often wonder whether the effects of the release is going to continue. And of course, the brain is a pattern-making machine, so it tends to repeat itself, as you might have noticed with your inner thoughts. And so, of course, things come back. But every time you have the experience of being free of either an uncomfortable state that you thought was part of you and then you discover it's not, or when you really feel something that is more comfortable and more nourishing, that when you really feel that, instead of it just being a state of hoping or suspecting, when it's really integrated in body and mind, that stays with you. And so it's really a case of building on the releases. Yes, I hope that helped answer that question. So could we just allow ourselves to be what we are? To be our qualities, to be our talents, to be our life force, to be our engagement, to be our enthusiasm, just to be it. And just allowing all of that just to be here. We'll visit the other side, just to clear that out. So if you're finished with the release there and that feels complete, then switch it off, you're done. But if there's still some thoughts or questions around this, we'll go back and forth from the defeat side to the innate talent side, and it'll just clear out those last bits. So could you just allow any doubts, any feelings that this won't last, or that you've always been the way you've been, so there's really not much chance of it being any different? Whatever your mind is doing with this, to bring back those feelings of defeat. It just arises spontaneously. It's actually not really a doing, is it? So could that just be welcome here? Any doubts, any sense of defeat, any this won't work for me? And could you allow that all to feel as personal as it does? By which I mean, my case is different. This always happens. I've always been like this. It's never been any different. Some people will get the results, I won't. All of those kind of thoughts. So could you just allow all of that to feel as personal as it does, just for now? And then could you just let some or all of that just dissolve, unwind, fade away? And then could you just allow yourself, your talents, your skills, your enthusiasm, your engagement, could you just allow all of that just to settle into body and mind, just as it is? Could you just allow all of that to settle into body and mind, right down to the feet? And just allow it to be here. And could you welcome any sense that you have to do something with that? I have to use it. Now I know it's here. I must use it. I must do something with this. I must keep this. Just allow it. All of that. Just allow all that mental activity, trying to do something with what's innate, so you don't need to do anything with it. It'll be like me trying to grow my hair. It doesn't. You don't have to go to bed at night and think, right, I'll grow my hair. You see what I mean? Yeah. So just allow all of that thoughts that you have to do something with it. And then just let them go. Let them fade away. Or they can stay, but just take up a little less attention. Just turn the volume down, maybe. Or just let them fade away. Whatever's available to you right now. And then quickly we hop over back to the negative side. Oh, the defeat. It's just a thought, it's welcome here. Any sense of defeat, any sense of it can't be any different, it's all welcome. And could you just for now, just watch that fade away. Watch it dissolve. And then welcome any and all sense that you have to do something with what you innately are. Do something to be as talented as you are. Do something to be as social as you are. Do something to be as enthusiastic as you are. Do something to be as intelligent as you are. You don't need to do anything. They're just here. So could you just watch any ideas, thoughts, concepts about how you have to do something to be what you already are? Let those just drop away, dissolve, fade. And then wherever you are, however you're doing with this release, could it just be as it is? Just could it? Just be exactly as it is right now. Thank you. We'll leave it there for now. Thank you.